No one has to ask us who we think Jesus is. By our type and style of discipleship, we speak volumes of who we really, honestly think Jesus is, not only for us, but for our world as well. If we think he is the Christ, as Peter stated, then we live accordingly. We live a faithful discipleship that honors him every day, but especially on his day, Sunday. We make our gathering at his invitation the priority of our lives. If we think he is the mercy and compassion of God, sent by the Father to bring reconciliation, healing, and hope to the world, then we live that same reconciliation, mercy, and compassion in order to bring that same healing and hope to the world around us on a daily basis. In the gospel, Peter says what all the disciples are thinking. Dude, you're the Christ. You're the top banana. You are the chief. You are the one we've hoped for. This corporate response, stated through Peter, is that they think of Jesus as the Anointed One. He is the fulfillment of everything they have hoped and prayed for from generation to generation. But their thinking is quite limited. They think of Jesus only in human terms at this point, someone to take the place of the current ruling powers. And they certainly don't want to hear the next thing that Jesus brings up, that he must suffer greatly and be rejected by the elders and the chief priests and the scribes and be killed. That just isn't in their agenda. Thus, they do not allow Jesus to impact their lives as fully and completely as God desires. At least, not at the moment. Eventually, they will come to see and understand from God's perspective. Their discipleship will be forever changed as they come to understand the counterpoint to suffering, pain, and loss. As they see Jesus' faithfulness to the Father and come to truly know him and follow his example, they will understand and share in his final phrase of hope, and on the third day, be raised. Yes, no one has to ask us who we think Jesus is for us. It is by our living discipleship that we speak the volumes of who we honestly think Christ is, not only for ourselves, but for the world around us each day. Perhaps a rereading of the gospel will help to remind us that, like the apostles, we should not limit Jesus, who he is, his power, his presence, in any age or among any generation. Like the apostles, as they journey with him, they truly begin to understand. Their agenda is less and less important, and the agenda and purpose and mission of God becomes their own. May we follow their example of faith and hope. May we truly tell the world who Jesus is by our faithful discipleship every day.